Islamic terrorist organizations in Texas. It's November 18th, 2025, and these are your headlines. Governor Greg Abbott has officially designated the Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR, as well as the Muslim Brotherhood, as foreign terrorist organizations and transnational criminal organizations here in Texas. The move immediately blocks both groups and their affiliates from purchasing or acquiring land in the state, and it authorizes the Attorney General to take legal action to shut down their operations. It's the first major use of Abbott's new authority under Senate Bill 17. That was the land security measure he signed earlier this year. Governor Abbott said the Muslim Brotherhood and CAIR have long made their goals clear: to forcibly impose Sharia law and establish Islam's mastership of the world. The designation also triggers penalties under Texas's anti-gang and anti-terrorism laws and allows the state to force the sale of any land the groups attempt to acquire. CAIR has long drawn scrutiny, including being named an unindicted co-conspirator in the Holy Land Foundation terrorism financing case. Texas GOP leaders recently labeled the group an ideological threat. Well, CAIR pushed back, of course, calling Abbott's move a publicity stunt with no basis in fact or law, and accusing him of being, quote, an Israel-first politician stoking anti-Muslim hysteria. The organization says it condemns terrorism and plans to challenge the designation in court. A federal court has thrown Texas's 2026 congressional elections into a bit of turmoil today. A 3-judge panel in El Paso blocked the state's newly drawn congressional map, saying that lawmakers rely on race-based redistricting when they approve the updated lines during the summer special sessions. The judges said Texas, quote, racially gerrymandered several districts after Governor Greg Abbott added redistricting to the call in response to a letter from the U.S. Department of Justice. According to the court, DOJ incorrectly claimed that several existing districts were unconstitutional because they were coalition districts and demanded Texas redraw them based on racial composition. Within 48 hours, Abbott put redistricting on the agenda. The panel said that the sequence showed race, not politics, was the legislature's predominant motive. As a result, the court has ordered Texas to throw out the map and revert to the 2021 congressional map for the upcoming elections. Well, that decision creates a problem. Candidate filing has already begun under the now invalid map, and the March 3rd primary date may be in jeopardy. A similar court fight back in 2012 delayed Texas's primaries by nearly 3 months. The state is expected to appeal quickly to the Supreme Court, will likely seek an emergency stay to keep the new map in place while the legal battle continues.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed lawsuits against Round Rock ISD and Leander ISD, as well as their school boards, for refusing to comply with a new state law that requires donated copies of the Ten Commandments be displayed in every public classroom. Paxton said these rogue ISD officials and board members blatantly disregarded the will of Texas voters, adding that no district can ignore a clear statutory mandate without consequence. The law, Senate Bill 10, requires classrooms to display Ten Commandments posters if they are donated. While enforcement has been temporarily blocked for a handful of school districts that are involved in some federal litigation, Round Rock and Leander are not covered by that injunction. Paxton recently brought a similar lawsuit against Galveston ISD, signaling that the state intends to aggressively enforce the law wherever courts allow. He says he'll defend districts that comply and pursue those that do not. Critics have argued that the mandate violates the First Amendment and the law's constitutionality remains unsettled. A federal appeals court is preparing to review both the Texas and a similar Louisiana Ten Commandments laws in the coming months. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.